Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we are sitting to a game from a franchise that we played quite a few games already. From IDHAS Studio, Raising Angels Judgment. A pretty decent franchise, to be fair. This one has been waiting on my PC for a moment. I honestly don't know how I managed to not play it, given the fact that we played the previous ones. So finally it is time. Let's check it out. This is us, by the way. Which also, fun fact, if you have not heard me repeating that over and over again in the past, if my parents had a girl, apparently they would name her that, Natalie. Anyway, the metallic clinking of tools being set down the deck while Kylie worked on the miles of cabling running through the ship was something I had grown used to during my time on the Nimross. Also, there's quite a few female characters, so for Natalie I will not be doing anything like kind of female sounding. Kind of. Today it doesn't bring the usual happiness of knowing that our short-range radar was back online and we are going to be shredded by a storm of meteorites on our patrol route. Today is the most depressing sound I have heard in a while. Bye bye, 3Q wrench. You were always my favorite to use. Kylie clutches the odd-shaped wrench as she marks down her datapad the inventory number. It turned out that Kylie had a massive inventory of tools in that red bag she latched around everywhere, and not all of them were space sector property. So Sol has had her going through all of the ship's maintenance equipment and performing a full inventory. I was expecting to find gaps all across it for tools Kylie would have sold, but not a single one is missing. Shirley put her heart into keeping the Nimross in the best shape she could, buying her own tools to supplement the ones entrusted to her. So, is it really necessary for her to do this? It makes me think you don't expect her to get out of this hearing with her job. He nods his head towards the abandoned corner of the engineering room. Engineering bay. I raise sighing and follow him over. Talking private where she can hear instills even less confidence. We saved Dr. Moonfellow and had a completely boring and uneventful patrol. I guess that did happen in one of the past games. By the way, all the Rising Angel games, of course, linked in the description, the playlists. This game, of course, linked as well, IDHAS. Natalie, we need to talk. Oh, please stop saying stuff like that. Really, it makes you dread what is going to happen.
Something's going on. I know what. We've brought in special investigator team and every single member of the crew is being brought into the hearing to face charges of drug smuggling.
What?
I just got the news today. Apparently there is recently discovered evidence that implicates all of us, and that our rescue operation was actually to retrieve a shovel full of illegal substances. Do you know anything about this?
What?
You're my operations officer right now, Natalie. Don't make me order you to tell me.
Well, you see, it turns out that we may have done more than just save the stranded researcher.
Natalie?
I'm sorry, Sol, I didn't find out any till I was already down there. Don't be mad at me, the tribe stole the only concrete evidence. I had to prove their guilt. Why are you looking at me like that?
This is the part where you convince me that this isn't a big deal and there is something far more worrisome to think about.
Yeah, forgive me for always being right, but this does raise a very worrisome thought.
Here we go.
So we both read each other's report. I didn't mention it in mine and you just found out about it earlier.
Thanks about that, by the way.
If we didn't tell them, and I'm willing to bet the smugglers didn't report it, how did they find out? I can go double check with the investigations department and see if judicial anything has anything posted. But to have that suddenly reappear when we already going into a hearing. And the only people on the ship who would have known about it were myself, Faith, Brianni, and that bitch. Or maybe not.
Command Sergeant Griffin.
You don't think?
I thought it was very weird that a command sergeant came here to replace a lieutenant, even one with as colorful a history as Zuri has.
I like the theory, but there are still some holes in it.
Can't you once just let me have my moment?
No, it's my job to steal your moment. Why wouldn't I do that if I have the chance? Maybe next time. You've been monitoring all of the off-board communications?
And I had Alfonsi fix that glitch in the engineering bay cameras that made it sporadically display footage from previous times.
What did Kylie say when you asked?
She was utterly confused. She admitted to a blind spot in the cameras working back there since she was too small to properly place it, but nothing that would have done that.
You trust her. False recording glitches are very fitting for a girl who hasn't quite given up the smuggler life.
I have the utmost faith in Flight Officer Miggy. I wouldn't be going to this hearing if I didn't.
It's my turn to tell you not to let your personal feelings cloud your judgment. Do you think it is possible we have another traitor in the crew?
I'm not sure.
Another traitor, another person who fights against my goals. With cameras and all the communications being monitored, I would have thought that a traitor wouldn't be able to operate. The only person who would have this sort of access to thwart me is Sol. But let her believe that I'm the traitor and sleep backstabbing then think he'd betray me. But with my shaping theory that these weird crystals influence the minds of others. Sol, are you fighting me against your will? A loud metallic bang snaps me back to my faithful soul reality. Sorry.
It's okay, Flight Officer Miggy. I need help keeping myself awake today, so a little heart attack is good for me.
Is something wrong, sir? Are you sick? I know if a good herbal tea that helps soothe stress.
I'm fine, really.
Are you sure, sir? If there's anything I can do to help, I'll do it. I may not understand how people work, but I still want to try and help.
He just had a rough night and didn't sleep well. I don't know if he did or not, but whenever Sol won't tell me what's on his mind, it is always because he had a rough night and didn't sleep well.
Because of my hearing.
Not.
It is. Commander Hackett is always worried about his crew, especially his beloved quartermaster.
Hey.
Yes, Mom. I promise not to give you any more reasons to worry about me. We'll get through this and... I guess you won't have to worry about me no matter how this turns out.
Miggy, have you finished inventorying the tools?
Yes, sir.
We're heading down the shuttle now. Make sure your bags are packed and you aren't a second late.
Yes, sir.
What was the real reason everybody awake? The traitor?
I've got a feeling, Natalie. This were Crystal's commands, reactions, and I know how to say it. My gut's telling me that we're walking in a dangerous situation. I can't place what it might be. And now I've got one more thing to worry me. If you kept a tight lid on the drug smugglers, we helped and nobody has reported it. How did Command find out? I can't help but wonder if someone is setting us up. If so, what and for what purpose?
I'm not sure, but it will have to be someone with a lot of pull and authority. Yeah, I guess so. This is... Dude, we are jumping straight into a problem. No way of introductory, no recaps. Straight to the problem. I love it. Someone who may have succumbed to the crystals. If they were able to somehow get information from the box I wasn't able to recover and relay it elsewhere, that could explain it. Still, that tribe didn't seem to know about anything else out here. Their lead shaman was freaked out the entire time.
I'm going to do one last sweep around the ship and check up on everyone. Major Puccile, would you mind so much to...
accompany you? I love to.
Go to your lab and do one last sweep for evidence that could be used against us.
Right.
Natalie, I give you my word that we will find time to hang out down the planet.
And you are paying for dinner.
And I'm paying for dinner. Until then, I need you to do everything you can to prevent all of us from going to jail for a very, very long time.
I'll try.
No, you'll do it. Good luck.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
But what sort of special intelligence and tactics officer some commits the fact that they're being brought up on charges?
I thought Arya was going to protect her, but those were big words. When I was riding high on heroism, I didn't actually think that I'd have to do anything about it other than keep criminals away from the ship. Someone sold me out and managed to get the information out without a pair of paranoid officers finding out. Either I'm bad at this, they're really good, or someone on the outside already knew and set me up.
Cogs within cogs within cogs.
I better make one last sweep of the lab and sterilize it before the investigators get their hands on it. It'll be better under charge if they find out, but I'm the one in the rights this time. Yeah, this is an acceptable breaking of the rules. No questions, no doubts. Natalie, you need to promise yourself right now that if you are wrong, you accept punishment. You're not a criminal. You're not like those other SITO. Doing the wrong thing for the right reasons is justified. Kind of, I mean... I would say yes, but, you know, others unfortunately may say, no, jail for you, or something. Huh? With a torrent of pain and anger in my heart, I head off towards my lab with a morally dubious mission to save my friends. Ooh, okay, I love this transition. It shouldn't take me too long to tidy up. It isn't like standard procedure is to just leave your papers lying around after people have successfully broken multiple times before. Also, I forgot to check. Okay. This is the uniform. Really nice. Really nice. I wonder if this is going to be the last time I'll see this little room again. It may be a little more than a closet, but I've grown attached to it over the last few months.
Incoming colon secure line!
And now, my last memory displays gets to be being accused of things that I may or may not be. Great. Why did they have to wait until the last minute? Part of me feels a little vindicative about that. It'd be so easy to just pretend I wasn't here. I really don't want to get a chewing out right before I go get legally showed out. Quick and painless. Please be quick and painless. Connect me.
Confirmed! Implementing level 9 security protocol prescription. Please stand by.
Level 9. The encryption used by High Command, an assistant director or a full director. Someone with far more authority than I possess. They wouldn't call me for something like a misconduct hearing, would they? I doubt drug dealing charges occur every day, but they wouldn't just call me up about that, right? That's a job for a commander, not a director.
Connected!
Here we go. Keep it cool, Natalie. This is Major Natalie Puccile speaking.
Better than will be!
The voice is a little deep and more than a tad gruff. It's a voice I know I've heard before, but I can't place from my memory. With whom am I speaking with?
With whom are you speaking with? Oh, forgive me, my illustrious lady of elegance and pride. I'm just a humble servant requesting a moment of your also valuable time.
Hey?
Oh, please forgive me. I did not realize that I would be speaking with royalty.
All this for asking with whom am I speaking with. Who the hell is this? Is this some sort of prank from Command to get me in trouble before hearing? Damn right, Major Emperor Natalie Puccile demands tribute before peasants. Can we speak with her? Tempted to say that. Hang up. Not gonna lie, I'm like first or third. That would be like something totally I would like to do. But I guess we kind of know he's the person above, so I mean, it's not like she meant disrespect with what she said. She just asked, with whom am I speaking, right? Like, ugh. So, okay, guy, okay, forgive me, I meant no disrespect with my remark. They are important enough to be able to call me on a level 9 connection. Even if I've done nothing wrong, I don't want them finding a way to make my life worse right now. Just play it cool, Natalie, and maybe you won't offend them further. Forgive me. I meant no disrespect with my remark.
No disrespect! You're a damn SITO! If you aren't pissing people off, what the hell am I paying you to do?
It's just
when Sora Deutsche calls up her field SITO, she likes to know...
She? Uh-oh.
She likes to know that they aren't being little wimpy pushovers. Damn it, girlfriend, when normality calls you, you better not be this weak to their attitude.
If there was something that woman could have said that would chill my blood faster, I can't imagine it. Someone has dropped my mind, body and spirit into a vat of liquid nitrogen. I should have gone the peasant way.
Intelligence Director Sora Deutsche. Oh, have you heard of me? I wasn't sure if you knew who your boss was.
I'm just rather surprised you would call me directly, ma'am.
Alright, I want to do one last test to see how much of a pushover my field agent is.
A little.
I'd like to be true in my testing of people I have to invest the safety and security of the universe in.
Forgive me for asking, ma'am.
Sora Deutsche, my name ain't Mom.
Director Deutsche.
Close enough.
Can I assume that this call is in a relationship to my hearing?
You could. You'd be fucking wrong and dumber than booed, but you could assume all you wanted. Hell, you could assume that I'm madly in love with your weird hairstyle as well while I'm at it. Your ID photo is really ugly, by the way.
I like my hairstyle.
You look like you're 12 years old, for you're still a 5-year-old hob, and I still don't believe you that she's old enough to be in the Force.
At least this is just a voice clone instead of a full image, while she pointlessly badgers me for some reason. Enough alcohol to sing the Nimross. If the rumors are true, I can finish cleaning up in here. If you aren't here to talk about the hearing, what have you called about? It takes all my willpower to be direct with a superior, but I do have time restraint and I don't want to keep listening to her badger my respectfulness.
Oh yeah, I had a reason for calling other than telling you how ugly your ID was. You reported the crystals and the monster you found on the planet crossed my desk. Did you feel lucky?
Did you read it?
No! I just used the rap blunt and light it up. Of course I read it. What the hell would I call you about the report I didn't bother to read? Did your mother spike you like a football as a baby?
Dude, imagine something like someone like that being your boss. Oh my god.
I think she must have, because there was something in there that sounded absolutely nutty. Are you really trying to say that there's a crystal there that was influencing the minds of non-humans and made your little smuggler think she was a tribal princess? Is it really the fairy tale you just sent up to SITO command to the damn director of the intelligence sector?
Yes. But this is indeed what my report was trying to say.
Okay, I'm going to be incredibly generous today. I'm going to be that respectable role model that everyone tells me to be, so say a few things and then ask the question one more time. You're trying to tell me that you've got some sort of magical crystal from beyond known sciences that can cast mind control spells on everyone, not your own species or the species of your pretty racist commander.
Oh yeah, Sol is pretty racist. That's... Actually, he's not. I mean, he seems like that, but he's a dick to everyone. And that is a fact.
Not only that, but these crystals made your team to traitorous things. The same things you're being brought up on charges for, by the way, and are what you tell the families of that Maracan's research team you are supposed to save. These crystals that you don't have full samples of and only have RF collected samples.
RF, but whatever. I did bring back some that they wore in their outfits, but they didn't seem to be as potent as the live beast.
Of course, the wild creature made of rocks that you don't have any actual proof recording or sample of to verify that it did indeed exist. The one that you, a completely untrained combatant, managed to kill with a battery. Being completely resistant to its mind control magic as well. I can't forget to include that, which is a good thing as well, since you seem to be suspecting that people out there are already falling prey to these magics because they try to dispose of a chemist who specializes in crafting new drugs. Yes, we have been tracking Ulrich Moonflow for a while and know what both he and your little drunken flink really are doing in their free time. Just to be clear, that is in fact the story that you are trying to tell me. An hour before the start, you're hearing about being a pathological liar and a drug smuggler. Am I correct? If you want to change it now and stick to something that doesn't make people think you're a lunatic who deserves to be locked up, I'll let you change it.
Now that you mention it, that's my story. Thank you for summarizing it so well. Let's go with that. I'm glad you read Report Director. These are indeed my findings. Ha! Didn't see that coming, huh? You peasant. I can hear the creaking of her chair as she leans back.
Major Puccile, I must say that impressed. When Zuri told me that you were what she thought SITO should be, I snorted a water. Your record of selling out people made me think you were just someone gunning for power.
Fuck Zuri. Zuri can go to hell, by the way. Zuri is the one that we really don't like, by the way. She's a terrible person. I remember correctly, right, Zuri? It's that one, right? What's her name, Zuri? Yeah. Ugh. Fuck her. It seems I
was wrong. Nobody who cares about their car in the slightest would have made such a wide claim to someone with the power I have. If I wanted, you'd be out of the Cartesian Space Force in 3 minutes and never get a job elsewhere ever again.
Yeah, I'd rather you not do that.
I thought about it after reading the Nightmare Filed report, but I prefer shooting people attacking my agents instead of the agents themselves. Keeps retainability up. I'm running short on time, so I'm going to drop the fun and games.
Thank you.
Puccile, your report is just one of several from agents I have had investigating this crystal mystery. A couple of them came to your conclusion that something otherworldly is on the move against our people.
And the others?
Some are a lot more cautious, like I expected you to be. Nobody wants to be crazy one. The others...
Are they attacking our people?
If only it were that simple. Some agents are turning up dead or just not turning up at all.
And the others are showing similar symptoms.
Or putting in reports that I can disprove. Puccile, there is too much movement, too many pieces that I don't like moving to places that are getting dangerous to the directorship. It doesn't take a damn genius like me to see that someone's getting ready to take us on.
What's their goal?
I have suspicion, but I don't trust my secure connections anymore to tell you it. Needless to say, that as someone who promotes the stability of the directorship, I don't fucking like it. This hearing means absolutely nothing to me other than it is a chance to keep my eyes focused on elsewhere. If they think I'm going to sacrifice you, it means you are invaluable, and...
I'll be able to operate under less scrutiny.
Shit is going down! I need to keep your eyes and ears open, gather up information, and for fuck's sake, don't get yourself killed down there.
Is it dangerous?
Life is dangerous! You're a SITO! Just be more dangerous to them than they are to you!
Heh. Isn't this the kind of thing that you send the backup to support me?
What? More pieces that might already be compromised? No! I think I'll settle for the pretty damn awesome gift I've already given you for this operation. You should be thanking old Sora for such a lovely birthday present.
My birthday? In all of the chaos, I almost forgot it was coming up in a couple of days. Thank you.
Damn right you are! You'll see what I'm talking about later. She's special.
Zuri. No! Zuri is not special! Zuri is not special. Zuri is trash and we all know that. She's very special to me. Thanks for looking after her. She's not. She's not. Okay? She's not. She can go to hell.
It's your turn now. Just make sure she gives me a call more than once every few years or so.
Definitely. Can we have someone else? Please. I hate her.
I'd expect an invitation to the wedding, front row.
No wedding, okay? No. Fuck Zuri. Go to hell with her. Throw her into a volcano. I'm not going to hold back on her. I don't care. Hey?
Good luck, Puccile. The castle is counting on you to not to be a dumbass. Don't wish you out.
Kika is where it's at, yes. Then again, Kika is taking someone else, I guess. But still, Zuri is trash, no. I knock on the door of Face Room, knowing perfectly well that the endeavor is pointless. At least Natalie is already up, so I don't have to listen to her complain about the extremes that are required to stir Faye. Oh, are there two, protagonists here? Interesting. I did not know of that. Raising Angel's Judgment.
It's not you.
Coming back, Nimross Puccile. Okay, they actually don't say anything about that. We'll see. We'll see. Boop! You know what? For Kika, we'll also not change the voice then. I'm playing as her, supposedly, again, so let's do it like that. Also, I have sore throat, so it's kinda tough. Faye, you better not be sleeping in there. You promised that you were going to make breakfast for me before we went planetside. Against all hope, I wait and listen for the sound of movement. Sure enough, I don't hear a single creak from the bed or the crushing of Faye stumbling out of the bed. I know I promised you I wouldn't barge in anymore, but I'm coming in anyway. There she is, curled up in a little ball under a pile of blankets. So predictable. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Faye, wake up! I'm not giving up on breakfast today.
Kika?
Of course.
5 more minutes.
0 more minutes. Today is a big day and I'm not going to let you sleep through it.
Dr. Hendricks said I need my sleep. Just 15 more minutes.
I didn't give you 5 and I'm not giving you 15. Pretending to be there isn't going to work on me. You already responded to me, Faye.
Nuh-uh.
Faye, you promised that you were going to get up early today. I'm not going to have a minion who breaks her promises to me.
Okay, I'm getting up.
The rustling of blankets is my cue to turn around and give Faye some modesty as she gets dressed. It's a dangerous thing turning my back on her while she's sleepy, but I know I can't trust her not to go back to sleep if I step out, I promise or not. Did you remember to pack your bags like I told you to do last night?
Uh-huh.
Did you really?
I did, over there.
My back is turned to you, Faye. I can see where you are pointing.
Oh, by the door.
Well, call me impressed. Sure enough, Faye's little black duffel bag is sitting right next to the door. I knew she wouldn't let me down. No, I didn't. But it seems kind of empty. I'm going to look before I let her make a big mistake. Books, datapad, stuffed animal. Faye, where are your clothes?
Here.
I mean the rest of your uniforms. We aren't going to be a load back on the ship while they are doing their investigation.
Oh.
Faye, make sure you grab 2 sets of uniforms, a casual fit for when you take me out as thanks for all of this, and underwear, and the sunrise bag, and your tail brush. You always get mine so dirty. We need to get you more clothes so you have some at home as well on the ship. Let's see. I think you also need to bring your datapad along. I mean, that datapad was already packed, so why mention it again? I'm not mad at you about this, Faye.
I had a bad dream. A really bad dream.
My heart plummets at hearing this for the 6th night in a row, and turn around and lock my arms around her to give Faye some support. Not that I need any. Why is Kika crying for? It's called a nightmare.
It wasn't about me this time. I think that's what made it scarier than the others.
That's such an unnatural way to hug someone, Kika, by the way. Like, why bend like that? Did your dinner try to run away from you? All your animal books fall out of the airlock? I'm trying to laugh off, trying to be strong and uncaring to a little nightmare, but even I can keep the concern and worry out of my voice.
Kika would be sad if I went to bed and didn't get up again.
You don't get up most mornings.
I dreamed I passed away. It was a ghost at my funeral. Everyone was dressed up in black suits and dresses. It was so dark and bleak. The worst part was that everyone was crying over me and I couldn't tell them it was okay. I had to scream and tell them not to be sad, but I couldn't move. Nobody could hear me.
Wait, you saw your own funeral in your nightmare, and what upset you wasn't that you were seeing in your future, but that your friends were crying over your death.
Yeah.
Faye, I praise the stars every day that I was blessed with such a minion like you.
Kika, I want you to promise me that if something bad should happen to me, that you won't cry. I don't think my ghost could live with itself if it saw my best friend crying because of me.
Your ghost wouldn't be living anyway. Face grip around the knee tightens.
Please, Kika, promise me.
I mean... It's not something you can actually promise. I bet that, you know, if something like that happens and it's someone important, you are already, like, immediately breaking down in tears, right? Let's go with I'll try only. But we won't promise that we won't cry. We'll try to, just that. You ask the hardest thing in the world of me, but I'll try. No, I'll do it. I'll be the hero you deserve and hold my head up with pride that I got to have such an amazing woman as my minion, even if your time was cut short.
Thank you. I don't want to make you cry.
If you don't want to make you cry, there's one thing you do, you know? There is one way out of this nightmare.
I know.
I know you're frightened of death and terrified of losing who you are, but what is worse, you can live, Faye. Maybe not forever. Maybe not fixed in this moment, but you can see a brighter tomorrow. Nobody needs to cry.
If I change, would you still be my friend?
Always.
Seeing my dad made me realize that we all change. I'm no different and neither are you. I want to see who we grow into and I can't do that if I never wake up.
You mean?
I'm going to have the surgery. After I do my part during the hearing, Dr. Eve said she'd get the heart and get it inside me.
I knew you'd come around to my brilliant idea sooner or later. I just knew it. Oh, ha 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 ha, is how she would laugh. I put her into the tightest squeeze I can manage. I'll be there waiting for you every second you're in surgery.
I know where I'm going to find the money to pay for the heart, but...
Nonsense! Healthcare of the minions is the heroine's responsibility. It's our sworn duty to pay for all cleric expenses of the adventuring party. What are we, in fucking USA?
Thanks, Kika.
Then again, okay, actually... Like getting her heart replaced, you probably have to pay for that even in Poland, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Do I have to pay for that here? I probably do. Holy fuck. Okay. Okay, seems like this is actually kind of not financed from what I see, which sucks. Okay, so actually don't know about this one. Let's see. Ah, fuck off with this. Seriously. Okay, I'm not reading this article. Fuck you with all those acceptances or not. If there is no reject all, you can go to hell, honestly. I don't actually. Okay. Alright, so... Supposedly the most expensive is 4,000, and I'm speaking Polish currency here. So divided by 4 into euro or dollars, more or less. Maybe 5 right now, I actually don't know. It's crazy that game makes me look for something like that. Now I imagine I will turn off the phone and there will be like articles about that constantly. Okay, so there is something varying from 4,000 to 32,000 in Poland. And there is like another group varying from, again, 4,000 to 62,000. It's crazy. The fact that we have to pay for any kind of health things is so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway.
I hope so. I don't know how many more nights of 8 hours of sleep I can take.
Dude, I wish... I want that. I need that. I wish I could sleep 8 hours like every day. But let's face it, I mean, the world doesn't allow that. Again. Never fret, Kika will get you back to 10 hours. Ah. Stepping back, I force a smile back on my face. Things are going to be alright. Somehow. But first we need to get back to packing before we end up missing the second shuttle. Wake up, nightmares are over. The day has just begun once more. The sun is shining bright and we are going to go home today.
Home? Are we all bad?
With your dozen comforters and pile of stuffed animals. The soft part of her wagging tail against my leg tells me she's finally starting to put drowsiness and nightmares behind her. Life is getting better. This is, by the way, the loudest the music has been in the game. I almost forgot. Natalie wanted to know how far... Oh, sorry. I almost forgot. Natalie wanted to know how far you were coming along with the translation of that book you found.
Kika?
I'm still working on it. I'll tell her later. Stop worrying and let's get packing. She didn't start. Okay. I guess we will be a third character, but we'll get to that in the next episode. Let's end it here. We will continue tomorrow. That was a return to Rising Angels franchise. And to be specific, Rising Angels Rising Angels Judgment. Hope you enjoyed. Consider liking the video as per usual, I'll ask of that. Subscribe if you haven't already, that's always very much appreciated. That way, you know, if you are into that franchise, you know, if they release another one, we'll play it. You will get info. Oh, new Rising Angels video. Let's go. Dude, I hope Zuri will not be around. I really despised her as a character in general. She's among those top 10, maybe not top 10, but she's among like my top disliked VN characters, not gonna lie. With that being said, actually that brought a topic. Give me your most disliked characters in games or in games, anime, or whatever. Real life. That's about it. That's about it. Also Twitch, Twitter, Instagram in the description. If you're into that stuff, follow me there as well. Hopefully this week I will actually sit to stream on Friday or Saturday or both nights. We'll see. We'll see. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.